Okay, so today's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be doing an update for you guys on a Babyliss wig that you guys saw me film and review maybe about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. So this one did come from MyFirstWigs, and as you guys know, they give the awesome packaging. What I love is that even though it comes in a nice box, within the box you get a really cool sleeve and it just zips open like so, and this helps me to be able to store my wigs. It's nice and protected, so no, flies or debris, so no debris or anything gets on it. As I store them, you'll know exactly what wig it is. And this here is the wig itself. I'll definitely have a link to my original review on this one. I literally showed you guys this one from start to finish, how I slayed it straight out of the packaging. As you guys can see, it's about 2 weeks later and it's held up in excellent condition. The only thing, or the only flaw, obviously, is the spray here. And this is pretty much my got-to-be glue, or I'm pretty sure I used the bed head to bond this wig to my head, and it's still pretty much there because literally in the mornings I'll wake up from day to day and just respray it down. I also love that this one came with elastic, so I'm gonna go ahead and put her on so you guys can see exactly what she looks like. So this is what it looks like with the wig when you put it on. For me, as of late, I've been really trying to secure my edges and protect them. I am going slightly through postpartum alopecia. I had my baby girl in September, and as soon as she hit 3 months, 3 months of age, I started to experience like shedding, and I'm getting the bald spots around my hairline. It is terrible. I've clogged the shower once already with just hair coming out. When I wake up in the morning and I wear this wig, this is pretty much what it looks like when I first put it on. I'll literally just take it off and I'll go ahead and like lay it on the bathroom counter or what have you, and then I'll put a bonnet on and go to bed. But pretty much I kind of want to show you how to install your wig once it's already been installed and taken off. As you guys can see, even though it has that spray like on the lace, it's kind of imperfect. Typically you can take like a makeup wipe. Someone actually told me this before. You could take a makeup wipe and like scrub it along the hairline, and that'll help to get a lot of that off. Also, I find a quick cheat for me just trying to install a wig super quick is just to take the same spray that I bonded it down with before and rebond it, and it kind of works to kind of cancel it out a little bit. Obviously it'll build up, but it'll do a great job at just kind of concealing it. So I'm just going to go ahead and reinstall really quickly. Whenever you're bonding a wig down and you're using a spray like this, keep a rag handy. I kind of will spray and use my finger to catch, or I'll just use a rag because as you guys can see, it's dripping there. If you have on makeup, that is definitely going to be not so good. And then I'm going to just go ahead and apply the lace on top. This one does fit glueless around the center. It only fits not so glueless around the sides, and that's just because of the way I cut them. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and let that dry. So normally in the mornings whenever I get dressed, all I want to do is just spray it down just like I did. I kind of use my fingers to hold it down as it air dries, kind of pressing it in all around the perimeter. You want to be careful because once that product gets sticky and you keep like touching it and tapping it, it's gonna turn white and like kind of cakey and nasty. So I touch on top of the lace, but I don't touch like anywhere that's the very front. And sometimes you'll find that you have spaces where it needs a little bit more of the product. In this case, I'm going to use the back of the rat tail comb to press it in. And sometimes I kind of will tease and just have fun with it. And I think that looks pretty good. I also find that as my wig gets older and older, I sometimes will cut out the sideburns. Here, for example, the sideburns are super long. So as you guys can see, if I take it and cover it, it goes way down. If that's too much, you can kind of cut a little bit out. And this one is Swiss lace, so the lace looks so good on. And I know I usually do speed ups with you guys and voiceovers, but I am trying to give you guys more talk throughs, especially if I'm able to film when my kids are asleep. I just put a good amount and I go on top and I just let it sit there. Hubby bought me a Dyson. This thing is amazing. I'm just gonna do the other side. And again, I'm gonna trim down those sideburns. It's just when you have this long sideburn like this, it just makes it to where it's harder to put it on for like a glueless everyday fit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it off. And I still left a little bit, but you can literally cut it up to here and kind of blend it with your sideburns. I'm gonna leave a little bit for you guys. I kind of just swoop that product back a little bit. Lay down the lace. And you don't want to pull it too taut because it's easy to pop off if it's too tight. Hold it down in place and blow dry. So one thing I did not show with this one is how it looks as a center part. We're definitely going to stitch the side part as great as it looks. This one is definitely super versatile and you can also switch the parting. So this is what it looks like so far. You guys can see, I mentioned in the original video how much bounce this one has, and you guys can just see by observing that this one definitely has tons of volume. So I'm going to take my handy dandy alcohol. Now normally I wouldn't put it on a towel because I do use this towel for like multiple days, but I've gotten up like 15 times and I'm not trying to, so I'm just gonna kind of blot the hairline. You really don't want to get it on the lace because this is the exact thing that's gonna lift the lace. So just know that when you want to remove it, you're gonna spray alcohol. So keep that in mind. I clean up, but just kind of like at certain angles, you'll see a little bit of shininess along the hairline. It kind of is reminiscent of like buildup. That is kind of what will give away your lace situation. Like people will know it's a lace, but that's what like will give it away. So one of my favorite things to do, this is my foundation brush. I just did my makeup. I'm just gonna buff into the hairline, and this is just gonna give the hairline and the lace around it the illusion that you know, it just blends perfectly with my skin even more. And also because I had a scarf on, I did not get any of the foundation like at the very hairline, so I'm kind of eliminating that line of demarcation. Now it might look a little bit powdery, but all you do is pretty much just brush it back in and that powder will naturally cancel out. Or you can use products. So if you're gonna put like a serum in your hair, put a little along the hairline, and that's gonna literally get rid of that without any problem. This is pretty much the finished result. I loved the way it looked as a side part. It definitely gave a little bit of sass and pizzazz, but it definitely is more chic even like with the center part. I love the hairline. It's absolutely my favorite part about this wig because you definitely get a glueless fit, and then also it gives you a seamless hairline where it's not too perfect and straight across, so it gives you natural vibes. Even the parting is super extended, so you really can't go wrong with this one. And then of course they added a highlighted burgundy color to it, which gives it a nice oomph without being too overpowering. I feel like this color is very brown girl friendly, and it's also work safe. If you go to school or in your work and they say no color, this is kind of one of those colors that you can get away with. It's 12 inches in length, 130% density, Yaki texture, and of course everything about this one is linked in the description box, so don't forget to check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches!